Hello, Dr. Casey Bradley again, live at IPPE 2022. We're back in the Phytobiotics booth. This time we're going to be talking about swine nutrition. Marcos, would you give us a little brief overview? What's new in the world of swine nutrition for phytobiotics?
Yes. Well, as you know, we have feed additives, and the main focus is phytogenic feed additives, new technologies, new approaches that the industry is adopting. It's a new trend. As you can see, many other companies are following that same trend and needs for solutions that the big industry needs, not only from the nutritional point of view to optimize the health of the intestinal tract or any other physiological aspect of the animal so they can better utilize the feed and the nutrients. They are very expensive, but also from the health point of view, there are some needs for controlling stress, specifically enteric disease. And so a lot of these products, for a long time, they were seen as magic bullets, right? Everybody kind of put them as a foo-foo dust. They solve everything, and it's not the case. It's much more complex. We are learning. I'm as a scientist, this is fascinating to me because my analogy is I think we are still scratching the tip of the iceberg. I'm still learning every day. This is not these type of compounds and phytochemicals. There are different names you can apply to it. They don't work the same way as the other products, and you can say drugs and molecules or compounds that we had before. It's very interesting, very dynamic. They change their effect, the biological effect, according to the different dosages, different timing of use. And so it is very, very complicated. The best way to learn with producers. It's amazing. We can come up with 10 ideas in R&D and we bring it to the field, and someone will test it and we'll find out, wait a minute, why don't you apply it this way? And it's much better than we had anticipated before. So there is a lot of that.
Yeah, I would agree. So a lot of times I think, oh, put it in the diet, it's going to work. And
Exactly.
We were talking earlier, water, right? And so when I look at a lot of these compounds in water, and I like how not only are we following human medicine trends, but maybe we're even going to improve the ability to think of essential oils or phytobiotics or however we want to talk about it. But we're going back to ancient medicine,
Yes.
functional medicine, functional nutrition. That's just not a trend in animal science. That's a trend in human medicine and nutrition and well-being. And so when we look at these approaches, like you said, the problem is we can't have one formula sometimes.
Yes,
It's depending on the situation, the flow. How are we in the future going to be able to tailor make these products? Because we talk about regulations and how you come into the market,
Yes.
and that being its own challenge. How are we going to get to the point, you think, what do we need to get to the point that we can tailor dose exactly what we need when we need it?
Well, a lot of trial and error, a lot of testing will be needed. And I see that, I agree 100% with you that the animal industry, swine, poultry, ruminants, whatever it is following the human side. The functional food is a known term, but we have a big advantage. That's exactly this. We can test it, we can test and improve much faster than in the human side, right? We have a lot of farms, a lot of producers are interested, and they love learning, they love the science, even though they're not scientists, but it's a technical field, and they like it, and they know that, and that help us actually to develop a lot of these products and take them to the field. So to answer your question, I think it's going to be a lot of tailoring with these products, case by case, and we see this in the same production system. Sometimes it works in one flow and not in the other, or one barn, not in the other, because the challenges are also different. And that's what we're trying to do, to refine and get really to know the basics and then apply the different technologies.
Well, thank you. Great interview.
Thank you very much
Thanks
for the
for
opportunity.
supporting
Really
Coffee and
appreciate it.
Careers and Animal